Charlie is on the line. Charlie's in Orlando. Hi, Charlie. Welcome to the Dave Ramsey Show.
Good afternoon, Dave and Rachel. How are you doing?
Great. How can we help?
I'm looking at refinancing. Hopefully, to refinance our home, our mortgage. We currently have a 15-year mortgage. The balance is $268,000 at a 4.5%. Our monthly payment P&I is about $2,000. We do have an escrow fund, so our total monthly mortgage payment is $2,888. We can refinance down to around a 2.7, and but we'd have to increase our balance up to about $284,000 for the closing costs and extra the escrow money that they collect.
You gonna stay in the house?
Yeah, we're looking to stay in it. We just bought it. It's kind of our dream home.
They're saying the closing costs are $14,000?
Well, the closing costs are about 6 to 7, but they're wanting to collect an extra 7 for escrow.
Oh, well, that's not lost money, though. That's not cost. And you'll get your escrow back. You've got an escrow account now that you'll get back that'll offset that.
Yes.
So basically, you're talking about from 4.5 to 2.7. So if you round that, say 2% savings a year, right?
Yes.
1% on 268 is $2,680. 2% will be $5,000 plus, right?
Okay.
Per year in interest saved. And so if your closing costs are $7,000, after a year and a half, you've made your money back. Are you going to pay this off or sell it within 2 years?
No.
Okay. Then you're going to make your money back, and you'll be in the black on it, right? You see what I'm doing?
Yes, I believe so.
The payment change doesn't matter. The escrow doesn't matter because you don't lose that money. That money retains your position. It's the cost of the refinance versus the interest saved on the loan. And your interest saved on the loan is approximately 2% per year. So around $5,000 a year on $268,000 you're going to save in interest. And if it's costing you $7,000 to do that, that means after year one, you've recouped almost all of the $7,000 with a $5,000 savings. Now, the cash flow and the payment may or may not reflect that, because sometimes people move from a 30 to a 15, they take a higher payment too. But the payment, all of that payment difference is all going to principal, so that doesn't matter either. So the analysis, the break-even analysis on it is interest saved divided into closing costs. And do you recoup it fast enough that it looks like fun? And I can tell you this looks like fun.
Because you're going to be saving $5,000 each year as it goes on,
And of course, the faster you pay it off, if you were going to pay off the mortgage in 3 years for some reason or another, you wouldn't fool with it.
Yeah.
Because you might save $4,000 or $5,000 net out of all this stuff flying around everywhere and all this trouble. And I wouldn't screw with it if that was the case. Or if you're thinking about moving in the next 2 years, I wouldn't do it. But where you can recoup it all in less than 2 years, and you probably have a 7 to a 10-year window to pay this off, you're going to be saving $5,000 all of those years after that recoup. Then you do this refinance. It makes a lot of sense. Good question, man. We appreciate you joining us. Refinances are really hot right now.
I was about to say, I feel like we get questions like that all the time.
Yep, they're there. It's real estate market's booming in the middle of this pandemic. It's booming. You can't. I mean, I know 4 people put houses on the market last week, and all of them sold in 2 days.
Yeah.
And that's in the Nashville area, but I mean, there's areas where it's not. There's more draconian shutdown stuff going on in some of these areas that some of you are in, but areas like Tennessee that are open, it is booming. It's a freaking boom town. And part of it is a bunch of you are leaving those states where they're not letting you do anything, and you're coming here, which we'd love having you. That's great. Thank you for joining us here. You can leave your vote back there, though.